Hey everyone, Gray here,
And Lyson.
doing the long-awaited review of Dragoon. I've been waiting to do this since I was younger, actually. First time I played this game, I think it was about 10 years old. Yeah, 2000, year it came out. And, this is really the only PlayStation RPG I haven't really had a problem with, other than Final Fantasy VII. This, to me, is one of the better role-playing games you'll find on this console. Remember the Alamo!
The total reference in this game to Final Fantasy VII is just bothers me.
Yeah, it's got quite a couple, but most of them are pretty adherent to the game, so.
Black Knight.
The Black Knight. If I had played this game post Radiant Dawn, I would be expecting to see Ike at some point right around here, but it doesn't look like it'll happen, so.
Quick connect. This way.
He's a sinful looking man. And that is a sexy whore right there. He's like, this is my trial for the night.
Ooh, the holy materia.
This must be Eris. This is what happens when Eris dies. She gets warped over to the world of Dragoon. Spoiler! Oh, she herself is holy. But not really. That's actually Don Corneo right there, in disguise.
It's like, it's my bitch!
Put her in custody.
Gotta hate the way it lags within CGI movies, but oh well.
Is this really necessary?
It is His Majesty Emperor Noel's command to take that girl into custody.
That is a demon right there. He is the sin of all that is evil,
That is
the
not
root
his
of all destruction. I would actually think that guy was pretty cool if it wasn't, you know, if I didn't already play this game, and the fact that he kills off my favorite character at the end of the first fucking disc. That's
don't
so.
even remind me.
Yeah, he's so brutal about it too. So.
And the guy that replaces him blows.
Albert, yeah, he's yeah, that guy. Not to be a spoiler or douche or anything, but that guy kills off my favorite character, and then you get a replacement that is just such a downgrade. It's not even humorous anymore. Random bystander.
Yes.
If only I had a net to capture her hair in. I'd like to catch that woman. My God, she's witnessing the rebirth of Ultima Weapon.
That's pretty much what just happened.
Yeah.
The green tusk.
Oh, just kidding. It's actually a dragon. Basically, the game starts off your main character being kind of a loner, spends most of his days hanging out in the forest, and you're kind of right in the middle of a war that he purposely chooses not to be a part of, but has pretty much no choice in the matter as he gets swallowed within it himself. So it's got this really nice story where he becomes, you know, this. He just kind of rises to power and is a tactician in some sorts, and you know, it's pretty much a rise to power story, but it's done very well.
Very good.
One of the few games that you could mistake for being a Squaresoft product that actually isn't. So that's pretty interesting quality that it has. Especially the battle system. This actually was a really original and good system that wasn't seen often. More often than not, most PlayStation games that had RPG systems that were revolved around turn-based combat were more eyesores than anything, but this one was actually kind of an accomplishment, especially for Sony.
At the very beginning, you just kind of get smacked around like a little bit. Oh, show dodge.
Yeah, shut up. You just had to get that brawl reference in there, did you?
Well, we missed it last time, okay?
Yeah, that'll probably be the last one we miss. This game actually trumps Squaresoft in the sense that it doesn't need big flashy CGI movie animation to make a scene look interesting and cool. As a matter of fact, a lot of the cooler animations in this game are done off CGI. They're actually done in the game within the actual models.
I don't think there's game.
I really don't have anything bad to say about this game, yeah. Except, well, the fact that the game... Yeah, right here. The only thing I don't like about it is the fact that it color codes the text for you as if you're, a 12-year-old that's trying to discover this beautiful story, and they just kind of dumb it down with the childish... Just the coloring is the only thing that really bothers me. Yeah. She's like, shit, why am I only wearing one pantyhose? And over the horizon, we see... Oh, shit. The destruction of Dart's hometown. That's gotta blow. He's like, ah, fuck, shit. He speeds in. Save the day.
Like, ravagely, because, the way it made it look, he was like a good 20, 30 miles away.
Yeah. Now he's right there. Oh. They're about to slay a helpless old man, and the only thing I can do is hide behind this wall like a little sissy girl. Come on, Dart, grow some balls. Save the old man. Yes! Grow some. Finally! A fucking main character in a role-playing game that has some fucking balls. Talk is cheap. Oh yeah, another thing, the music in this game is absolutely phenomenal. I can't think of a single battle tune in this game that wasn't stuck in my head for at least a week after playing the game the first time around. After that, you just come back to it, and it's so nostalgic, and it's such a nice thing to come back to. Oh, this is another... This little addition to the system I was talking about was the... it has a name, but for right now I'll just call it the pinpoint system. That seems pretty fitting. You get a certain... most battles start off, you attack once, and there's a little square that, as you can see, zooms in into another square. If you press the X button at the exact point in time in which the two squares intersect, you can add on attacks, and you can build up combos to 6, 7, or even 8, 9 attacks, at one time, and it's just such a good system, especially for the PlayStation days. This is something I would expect out of I don't know, a PlayStation 2 game or something RPG-wise further along the time, like around modern day. So, like I said, along the lines of Final Fantasy VII, this game was pretty ahead of its time. And the way the game starts is great. It just starts off with the main character, getting attacked by a dragon, then coming home to find his hometown burnt to ashes, and, like I said, he has no choice but to get caught in this war, basically through personal remorse and regret and everything, so a lot of powerful story elements at work here. Just a wound, he says to the guy who's been limping around for probably the last hour. And you come to find that, of course, the main reason your town was burnt to shit was because your girlfriend is important to somebody, and apparently she's being something. They took her for some reason, and I'm not going to spoil that part, but you all of a sudden get into an encounter with the Dark Knight and his two bitches. Yeah. Small attack. Flame multiple enemies. But, huh. Wonder if it's like an area, or if it's just there. Yeah, it's just there. I thought so. Ah, and there's also a boost system for the the magic too. I spaced that. Like I said, you start off with double slash, which becomes a 2-point attack, and then as you progress in the story and your characters level up, they, as usual, they get extra things they can unlock, more abilities which string into higher combos and so forth. The game really keeps you engaged with the pinpoint system that I coined there. It's a pretty good system. I'm not gonna lie, there really isn't anything bad I can say about this game. I'm trying really hard to pinpoint certain bad things to say, and there really isn't much. Oh man, I missed that. How did that happen? Yeah, every once in a while, you may feel bad about missing one of those things because it's so... Sometimes it can be so simple to hit, but at the same time, when it gets into the longer string combos, sometimes the box will switch up on you, or it'll come out faster or slower, and it go reverse and all kinds of shit. It fucks you up really bad. Damn, he's kind of smaking me up. I should probably heal, otherwise he's gonna kill me. So if I go first... Oh! That's right, bitch. I'm man enough to use potions in battle. Apparently he's not. Damn, he's double slashing me up just as much as I was him. This will be the last one. Promise. That was totally by guess, but yes, nice. And this old man that's dying tells me with his last breath that he wants me to go on a journey to save my girlfriend from the prison that's on the other side of the continent, almost, and that kind of thing. So naturally, I have to honor this man's dying wish, and I must go do that. This is like one of the most hellish-looking places I've ever seen. It's a prison that's built within a giant rock out in the sea, pretty much. There's no way in or out except for one path, and it's usually the way that people are brought in. This prison really gives you one of those feelings where the people that come here, they are here to die, as if like every single person that comes is garnering a life sentence. Now comes the comic relief villain and the dangerous man in hood. You know, you try so hard to like this frugal guy. He's a big chubby dude with horns popping out of his head. You know, he looks like a funny guy. No, this guy throws his guys off a bridge on a regular basis. He's one of the kind of villains that if you get saying, yeah, right there's one, bam. That is not the last time he'll do that either. Go into the world map, and we'll go into this forest. Actually, this is one of the small things I didn't like about was the world map. There wasn't much exploration to be had. There was pretty much just points in between point A and point B, but there are random battles in between. So, in a sense, it's not broken. The world map isn't broken in a Final Fantasy Tactics sense where, you know, you go from point to point and there's nothing involved in between. It actually has a nice little in-between period where you actually get to fight if you choose. Not if you choose, more or less if you spend too much time going from one point to the other. But either way, it's a decent addition too. Oh yeah, that's another thing. This is one of the first games where when you go to the menu has its own music. And it's a relatively nice house trance beat too. Balls. Oh man, I missed it twice. I just got done talking about how those things are easy and now I'm missing them left and right. Random battles are pretty enjoyable to the point that, like, when I play most RPGs, I'm like, ugh, another random battle. This one, I'm like, fucking hell yeah, another random battle. I have a chance to do this some more and, you know, level up again. Oh, right there, a full volcano. That was 4 hits total. Like I said, nice addition. And that's just your starter. And as you level up, each hit gets more powerful. And so, as you can see, that can get broken pretty quick.
And the cursor over the enemy to choose, depending on the colors, how much health they have, which is pretty cool too.
Similar to Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9, select, they all have cursors that show your character, whether it's the hero icon. But in 9 is the one that's most prominent. Well, in this one, if you allow your hero icon to stay around like that, it actually has a random battle counter. In the sense that you run around, it's blue, you're not going to get in a random battle too soon, you know. And then it gets yellow, it's coming, red, and you're about to get into a battle, and then you get into a battle. So if you want to learn to bide your time in dungeons like this, you know, like if you're really hurting for a potion or something, then it's going to help you realize that you need to get out quick, or you know, there's a certain amount of time before you get into another battle that you need to worry about, and so forth. So, and this game has voice acting in the battles. That was always a nice addition, especially like I said, for this game being as old as it is. This is all like very original concepts. This came out in 2000. The first Final Fantasy game that had voice acting came out a year afterwards, and it was on the PlayStation 2. So. And Square's excuse was, oh, well, we can't, you know, put voice acting on the PlayStation because the processing power won't allow it. Well, they're right. For a full game, it wouldn't allow it, but for something simpleton like this, it was allowed. In the simple sense that it was good to know what your character sounded like. It really gave you a more in-depth feeling of what the character was like and so forth. You know, like it gave them a personality. This game really doesn't have anything I can complain about. It's so, I'm trying to find something I don't like, and it's increasingly difficult. But, yeah, that is the overall review of Dragoon. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Out!